Good morning, students. Today's topic is objective of financial management. Profit maximization occurs when marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue. This is the main objective of financial management. Wealth maximization means maximization of shareholders' wealth. It is an advanced goal compared to profit maximization. Survival of company is an important consideration when the financial manager makes any financial decisions. One incorrect decision may lead company to be bankrupt. Maintaining proper cash flow is a short run objective of financial management. It is necessary for operations to pay the day to day expense, that is raw material, electricity bill, wages, rent, etc. A good cash flow ensures the survival of company. Minimization on capital cost in financial management can help operation gains more profits. Now we will understand organizational structure. First of all, in a company, board of directors. Who are these board of directors? Board of directors are managing directors or chairman. Under this, vice president, director finance, chief finance officer, that is called CFO, and under this, one is treasurer and second one is controller. Under treasurers, cash managers, credit managers, foreign exchange managers, financial planning and fundraising manager, capital budgeting manager, and portfolio manager. And under controller, the officers are cost accounting manager, tax manager, financial accounting manager, data processing manager, and internal auditor. Now we will understand function of financial management. Finance functions are carried on to achieve the objective of the firm. There are mainly two approaches to express the financial function. The first approach relates it to the collection of funds. The second approach relates finance functions to the procurement of funds and their effective utilization. The first ignores the issues of funds. It was major finance function at the early stage of the development of finance. The second is comprehensive and universally accepted. We are following the second one. Estimation of capital requirement. A finance manager has to make estimation with regards to capital requirements of the company. This will depend upon expected cost and profits and future programs and policies of a concern. Estimations have to be made in an adequate manner which increases earning capacity of enterprise. Determination of capital composition. Once the estimation have been made, the capital structure have to be decided. This involves short-term and long-term debt equity analysis. This will depend upon the proportion of equity capital a company is processing and additional funds which have to be raised from outside parties. The finance functions are executive finance functions and routine finance function. The executive finance functions are investment decisions, financial decision, dividend decision, and working capital decisions. And routine finance functions are: number one, supervision of cash receipts and deben- uh, and disbursements. And the second point is safeguarding of cash balances. The third is custody and safeguarding of valuable documents like security and policies. The fourth one is taking care of mechanical details of financing. And fifth is record keeping of the financial performance of the firm. And sixth one is reporting to the top management. And seventh and last one is supervision of fixed asset and current assets. Now we will understand the choice of source of fund. For additional funds to be procured, a company has many choices like the first one is issue of shares and debentures, the second one is loans to be taken from banks and financial institutions, and the third one is public deposits to be drawn like in form of bonds. The choice of a factor will depend on relative merits and demerits of each source and period of financing. The next important point is investment of funds. The finance manager has to decide to allocate funds into profitable ventures so that there is safety on investment and regular returns is possible. The next point is disposal of surplus. The net profits decision have to be made by the finance manager. This can be done into two ways. The first one is dividend declaration. It includes identifying the rate of dividends and other benefits like bonus. The second point is retained profits. The volume has to be decided, which will depend upon expansion, innovational, diversification plans of the company. Now we will understand management of cash. Finance manager has to make decision with regards to cash management. Cash is required for many purposes like payment of wages and salaries, payment of electricity and water bills, payment to creditors, payment meeting current liabilities, maintenance of enough stock, purchase of raw material, etc. The next point is financial controls. The finance manager has not only to be plan, procure and utilize the funds, but he also has to exercise control over finance. This can be done through many techniques like ratio analysis, financial forecasting, cost and profit control, etc. Now we will understand the responsibility of financial manager. Raising funds. In order to meet the obligation of the business, it is important to have enough cash and liquidity. A firm can raise funds by the way of equity and debt. It is the responsibility of financial manager to decide the ratio between debt and equity. It is important to maintain a good balance between equity and debt. The next point is allocation of funds. Once the funds are raised through different channels, the next important function is to allocate the funds. The funds should be allocated in such manner that they are optimally used. In order to allocate funds in the best possible manner, the following point must be considered. The first one is the size of the firm and its growth capability. The second point is status of assets, whether they are a long term or short term. The third one is mode by which the funds are raised. These financial decisions directly or indirectly influence the other managerial activities. Hence, formation of a good asset mix and proper allocation of funds is one of the most important activity. The next main point is profit planning. Profit earning is one of the prime functions of any business organization. Profit earning is important for survival and sustenance of any organization. Profit planning refers to proper usage of the profit generated by the firm. The second point is in this regard, profit arises due to many factors such as pricing, industry competition, state of economy, mechanism of demand and supply, cost and output. A healthy mix of variable and fixed factor of production can lead to an increase in the profitability of the firm. The third point is fixed costs are incurred by the use of fixed factors of production such as land and machinery. In order to maintain a tandem, it is important to continuously value the depreciation cost of fixed cost of production. An opportunity cost must be calculated in order to replace those factors of production which has gone through wear and tear. If this is not noted, then these fixed costs can cause huge fluctuations in profit. Understanding capital markets. Shares of a company are traded on a stock exchange and there is a continuous sale and purchase of securities. Hence, a clear understanding of capital market is an important function of a financial manager. When securities are traded on stock market, there involves a huge amount of risk involved. Therefore, a financial manager understands and calculates the risk involved in this trading of shares and debentures. The next important point is it's on the discretion of a financial manager as how to distribute the profits. Many investors do not like the firm to distribute the profits amongst shareholders as dividend. Instead, invest in the business itself to enhance growth. The practices of a financial manager directly impact the operation in capital market. Now we will understand related discipline. Financial and accounting, finance and accounting. The two are embedded with different disciplines. The finance is the discipline which is mainly based on the cash basis of operations, but the accounting is totally governed by the accrual system. Accounting is the main vested with the collection and presentation of data, but the finance is closely concerned with the decision making of organization. The third point is till this moment the differences are discussed only to know the role of finance over the accounting of any organization. The following is the major relationship which lies in between the finance and accounting as follows. Finance begins where accounting ends. Finance and marketing. There are these are the two disciplines are interrelated to plan or introduction of new product. The major reason is that introduction of new product normally warrants use sum of money for research and development which needs immense planning and execution of succeed over the other competitors. The next point is finance and production. The changes in the production policy of the organization will impact the capital expenditures. The fixed assets of the organization should be effectively utilized which neither over capitalization or under capitalization. The next point is finance and quantitative methods. These are interrelated to solve complex problems in order to take decisions. Meaning of financial statement. In financial accounting, a balance sheet or statement of financial position is a summary of financial balances of an individual or organization, whether it be a sole proprietors, a business partnership, a corporation, private limited company, or other organization such as government or not for profit entity. Assets, liabilities, and ownership equity are listed as specific data such as the end of its financial year. A balance sheet is often described as a snapshot of a company's financial condition. Of four basic financial statements, the balance sheet is the only statement which applies to a single point in time of a business. Thank you for today.